Stop making stupid people famous. Hello and welcome to Stop Making Stupid People Famous, the show where I talk about and dissect why young stars and starlets are famous in pop culture, and my subconscious kind of breaks down how I personally feel about what they're doing in the industry and how it is unnecessary. Today, for episode 1, we are talking about none other than Taylor Swift. Miss Swift released her first album when she was only 16 years old. It was titled Taylor Swift. Following that album, she worked her butt off. She toured around the country, opening up for people like Rascal Flatts, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. She did a national tour. She did a worldwide tour for her second album, and she really just earned a place amongst the ranks of not only country music stars but pop music stars as well, opening up for people like B.O.B. and Rihanna and all these other stars in different genres other than country, and kind of blending and mending the two genres together into a very likable version of both, you could say. It's a very different taste and a very different spin on both genres. And you know, she earned it. She's a very talented singer, very talented songwriter, very, very talented musician. She's very pretty. She's very capable of holding her own. But the problem, I feel, is more so geared towards the fact that she, as she's getting older and a better musician, a better singer, a better songwriter, all of her songs are still geared towards and catered to the 16-year-old mentality of, I need a man, and if they break up with me, it's their fault, not my own. I call this the it's not my fault mentality. You know, it's not my fault you didn't live up to my inflated expectations of what a man should be based upon the songs I'm hearing or the movies I'm watching. No, it's your fault. You know, Taylor Swift kind of makes, you know, fairy tales and what everything should be, but what the people who are listening to her songs don't understand is Taylor Swift has millions of dollars and fame and fortune and everything she could ever want in life. Now all she really needs in life at the age of 24 is a man and a family to settle down with. But all of her fans, who are of all ages ranging from early teens to late 20s, maybe even early 30s and so on, they don't hear the parts of the struggle of following your hopes and dreams and aspiring to be a better person and being a more creative individual. What they're hearing is, oh, men are awful people and it's terrible that I just can't find true love in this world, even though I already have everything else. The only thing I'm missing is true love. What she's basically telling all of her fans to do is not be a better person, but to find someone to carry you through life, and that is not okay. She has all these chart-topping hits, and they're all about breakups and how awful it is to be broken up with and how she just wants to find true love, and it all sounds so sad and so woe is me. Meanwhile, there are millions and billions even of other just countless individuals who have real problems like poverty and disease and handicaps, physically, mentally, socially, whatever, you know, actual real life, honest to goodness problems, and they don't have the platform and the voice. They're basically unheard because we have people like Miss Swift here who are just glorifying and glamorizing the idea of, you know, all you need in the world is love, and if you can't find it, then just keep looking for it. It's not about looking within to find out what you want to be and then being that kind of person and being the best you can be in life, and then allowing those who are the best of what they're doing, realizing that you are just like them, and then finding that's true love. No, it's not about that. It's just about, I'm going to be independent and whatever, but you better love me for who I am, and if you can't meet my expectations, my inflated expectations of what men should do in relationships, then it's not my fault. My expectations are inflated. You're just not trying hard enough. And that is not okay. For the love of God, will someone just take one for the team here, bite the bullet, and marry this woman already? Because it is getting too far gone for a woman who is 24 years old to expect true love to just be knocking on her door like the way she's talking about it. I would love for her to get married, because if there's nothing else, we have a lot to look forward to with the album that she will release when she gets divorced. I bet that would be incredible. Taylor Swift, 24-year-old, successful, famous, rich singer, songwriter, musician who has seamlessly blended two genres together and created a kind of niche for herself and developed a massive following, a huge fan base, and the only thing she seems to be capable of doing is writing hit after hit about how awful it is that men do her wrong. What needs to happen is, I think she needs to go back to the drawing board if she wants to continue to be a successful musician. I mean, she could retire right now and just be fine, just live under the radar for the rest of her life, but if she wants to continue to be a musician, a singer-songwriter, and be in the limelight, I would love to see for her to write songs about growing up and becoming what she's always wanted to become, and teaching people that you can do the things if you just really put your mind to it and put the effort into it, and stop waiting for someone to come for you, but actually go out and get the things you want yourself. Be better than yourself every day. That's the kind of message that people should be sending out in mainstream pop culture, not this "why can't men just love me for who I am" mentality, because you have to grow and develop yourself as an individual. So if we can stop dumbing things down and start making people feel more inspired and more intelligent, and not so much pandering but more exemplifying what you can be versus glorifying what you can't, then we will probably get just a better world in general. So, Taylor Swift, stop being so stupid. You're famous.